So I quickly wanted to talk a little bit about how well the PlayStation 2 emulator PCSX2 runs on macOS. My brother and I were just messing around one day on his M2 base model MacBook Air, and he likes to play a lot of PlayStation 2 games, and he usually likes to play the PCSX2 emulator on his PC. So we randomly just looked up to see if they had this for the macOS, and they actually do. Instead of downloading the usual stable build, you kind of have to get the other version called Nightly, and over there, the drop-down, they have a version for macOS. So we downloaded that and tried it on his M2 MacBook Air, and to our surprise, it actually runs really, really smooth. And what's more impressive is that it runs really efficiently. So he's on a base model M2 MacBook Air, and he was playing it completely smooth, running it at 4K resolution and getting solid 60 frames per second the whole time. And after about an hour or so, we wanted to just check out to see how hot it's been running. So we just picked up his MacBook, and it was completely cool to the touch. So there's no any kind of heating issues or whatever. Apparently they made this version of PCSX2 run really efficient on these MacBooks. I don't know if they're exactly optimized for Apple Silicon, but it sure seems that way. Also, because this is the MacBooks, they run the same power when it's unplugged as well as plugged in. We can pretty much play these anywhere we want, and it's been running completely smooth. Because usually with these emulators, we're always playing on Windows machines, and usually when I run this PCSX2 emulator on my Zephyrus G15, it usually gets hot, the fans are loud or whatever, and of course it has to be plugged in, being a Windows machine, to get the full power. So yeah, it's actually kind of really impressive how well these are running on macOS and our MacBooks in general. In here, I did show just 2 games, which were the 2 I've been playing at the time, but I have tried other titles as well, and they were also running very, very well. I'm also playing at 4K resolution on my M1 Pro MacBook. I don't know how long it's been out for macOS, or if it's been like this for a while, but we just never known since we only recently got our MacBooks. But yeah, as of right now, when we tested it, they are running great. I should mention the funny thing is that my brother's M2 base model MacBook Air is running his emulation better than his full desktop PC with the RTX 3070. Like using the same settings in-game. So that's kind of, I don't know why that's happening, but yeah, it's running very well on these macOS machines. That's it for this quick video talking about PCSX2 on the Mac, and I'll see you guys in the next one.